Before we get on to it, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to 286,000 subscribers by the end of next week. And if you guys like my team content, you'll see more of it here than anywhere else. But anyway, now let's get on to the video. So my team, lads, we all kind of know about the game. Heck, if you're watching the DBG channel, you're probably playing a lot of the My Team game mode. The purpose of the game, as we always say, is to go from a bad team to a great team, to build up your MT, whether that be again from spending money or whether it be from grinding, sniping, etc. But what if I told you guys that there was something that happened this weekend that has allowed people to go from 0 to 5 million MT in a day? So from a squad like this, like you could have started off with a squad like this on Friday, and in fairness, it would have taken 24 hours of playing the game, but you could have ended with this squad and change. You could have ended with this squad and MT left over from just playing the game. No sniping, just playing the game over and over again. And a big reason, well, the reason for that are the MT bots. We don't know who the hell these are, because like I'm thinking there's no reason why you would see the coin sites, the script doing it. I'm guessing they probably had a script before the weekend and they just never turned off in time. So you guys can see there were like hundreds and hundreds, like there were literally not even hundreds, there were thousands of Kobe Bryants ending that were put up for 2,000 start price, no buyout, on the second, every second for about 40 minutes. This Kobe Bryant's 10,000 MT right now. So if you were just bidding on these Kobe's, I know the guy who sent me this footage, Geno, he was online. I didn't know about this. If I had known about it, I would have bid a lot more on Kobe's. And there's potential this could happen with Clyde Drexler as well. But I got on right after this ended. He messaged me straight away. So I bought like 5 or 6 Kobe's for like 3,000 MT. He's 9,000 MT right now. So I made, it wasn't like 5k profit. I made a okay profit. Like I made enough of a profit that I could buy a Delo of that. But you guys are seeing here that the bots were putting up all the Kobe Bryants for 2,000 MT. And you're thinking like, how does this translate into making 5 million MT? We're going to talk about it a little bit later. But you guys can just think, if you're doing this, you can make quite a lot of MT for finding when this happens and then buying them all and selling them. Like Geno, I'd say made 400 or 500k. Say for every Kobe he gets, if he ends up waiting till now and makes like a 5,000 MT profit on it. Like, because I think Kobe's true value is around 10k. Like, he makes a 5,000 MT profit on one of these and he manages to get like 100. Or not even 100. He managed to get 40, 50 of them. That's still 250k in like 10 minutes of just scrolling and bidding, which is not bad at all. So like, this is a really crazy way of making MT. And normally you'd be saying, okay, this is a mad way of making MT. Like, this is the best way, but no, not really. Like, a few people were on this, so they ended up paying a little bit more for these cards because there were a lot of people that were looking at these filters right here and were trying to get Kobe's, but they realized like, yeah, Kobe's going up in price. But Kobe's true value is around 10k. However, if you're wondering, how did the bots, or how did they get all of these cards? How were there this many cards that were available? And how was there like so many of these cards on the auction house? Because if you guys don't know, for Kobe Bryant and Clyde Drexler, which is why I say they're going to put up every Clyde Drexler for 2,000 MT very soon, is every Kobe Bryant and every Clyde Drexler was bought for under 100k. Every single buyout, there were no buyouts. Pink Diamond, NBA 75ths from the 1990s and the 2000 sets were all being bought for 100,000 MT yesterday. I don't know why it was. Maybe it was because the opals were going down. They were all being bought for 100,000 MT. But Kobe was a really common card in TT Offline, and Clyde was a really common card in TT Online. So if you had either of those cards, heck, even if you were sniping those cards, because some of you were putting them up for cheap price, they were free, you were guaranteed to get 100k. Like on my account, I got 100k for a David Robinson. You'll see it in the No Money Spent episode. Probably, depending on how I can get my setup, maybe today or maybe tomorrow. But one streamer took advantage of this, and this is where we talk about 5 million. More than him made 5 million MT, but he just did it on video. So it's Carlo, a 250k qualifier. So he just started off his stream like any normal day. He played some TT Offline, some TT Online. He was just fired up a content stream on Friday, and then someone notified him in chat about the bots. Somebody had notified Carlo that there were people buying all of these cards for 100,000 MT. And it was really common. Like, had I known about this, I would have played a lot more TT online in the last couple of days. Because you guys can see here with Carlo, like, myteam's there selling 100k. Like, there were these bots that were paying a stupid amount of MT for cards. And you're like, obviously, I'm kind of pissed. I've had some myteams in my collection. He was gone for 6-7k MT. And it's not even supply and demand anymore. It's not even supply and demand. As well as that, there were the odd LeBron James pulls in TT offline or online that do make him a little bit. Actually, I'm not quite sure if LeBron James would end up going for more or less than 100k. But all I know is that Clyde was extremely common. Clyde was extremely common in these packs. And if you guys saw, even when I was playing TT online a couple of days ago, like, Clyde was coming up almost all the time. Every third or fourth board, Clyde Drexler was coming on. So Carlo, in fact, streamed for a long time. He streamed for over 29 hours straight. He streamed for 29 hours. The last, like, 4 or 5 of the hours, I'm pretty sure that he didn't really make much MT. Like, there's still, you guys can see there's still 6 hours left in the stream right here. He's kind of doing other things while streaming. But in those 29 or so hours, like, Carlo literally went from 300k, and he was losing a lot of games. Like, he wasn't winning every game because, again, he was sleep deprived. He wasn't getting Clyde Drexler in every game. But if you guys don't know, he started off at like 300k MT. He's now here, you see 3 million MT. You're like, oh, where's the 5 million? Look at the amount of Clydes he just has left to redeem. Look at the amount of them he has left to redeem. He ended the day with a 5 million MT profit in one day. 5 million MT. I don't think we've ever seen anything like it. I think we've ever seen anything like that. I have no idea what the hell the bots are doing. I have no idea who's buying them. I have no idea who's responsible for it. I would have assumed it was the coin sites, but surely it's not beneficial for them to then release thousands of the cards at the same time. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I wish I knew about this when it was happening. The only thing is that, like, if I had made a video on it while it was happening, it would have stopped there and then. Because anytime I've talked about the bots with what they're doing, it literally stops there and then. This isn't going to stop any future bot purchases because, again, this happens every couple of weeks. But this one was the craziest. This one was the craziest. Normally, it was like Aaron Gordon, where the bots were buying them all for like 15k, and they weren't very common. But these were cards that came out. Every 3 or 4 games, you were getting a Clyde Drexler, and you were getting 100k for it. Ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. So anyway, yeah, congrats to Carlo. Congrats to everyone who made MT off this. I know I was in Jacob's live stream. Multiple people made 5 million MT plus off this in the last while. I know Jazz, I think, made 400k in an hour. I know it was like, people legit were making a year's worth of MT. Stuff that'll keep them sorted for the rest of the year in an hour or two of playing, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, if you guys took advantage of it, congrats. If you guys didn't take advantage of it, yeah, higher tier players are going to get more expensive, but the lower tier guys are going to get even cheaper. So it's a win-win. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.